In today's video, we're taking a closer look at two of Dunlop's most rugged and off-road capable adventure motorcycle tires, the Dunlop Trailmax Mission and the Dunlop D606. While both are dual-sport tires, they are designed with very different priorities in mind. The Trailmax Mission is a more modern, long-distance ADV tire built to balance road manners with off-road toughness. The D606, on the other hand, is a more aggressive, dirt-oriented tire designed for true dual-sport riders who want serious off-road traction with just enough street legality to get to the next trailhead. If you ride an ADV bike or dual-sport motorcycle and you're deciding between these two, this comparison will help you determine which one suits your riding style and terrain the best. Let's start by breaking down the Trailmax Mission. The Dunlop Trailmax Mission is a 50/50 ADV tire, developed specifically for riders who spend serious time on-road and off-road. It's known for offering excellent mileage, solid street handling, and reliable performance on rugged terrain. One of its most unique features is the wraparound sidewall tread, which helps provide traction in deep ruts and off-camber sections. It also gives the tire a more aggressive look and sidewall durability. The rubber compound is tuned for long-distance wear resistance, and many riders report 8,000 to 10,000 plus miles of use. Impressive for a tire in the dual sport category. While it performs well off-road, the Trailmax Mission also shines on pavement. It's stable at highway speeds, doesn't squirm in corners, and provides confident braking and turning even when fully loaded with luggage. For adventure riders doing long-haul travel with occasional trail detours, it strikes a great balance. However, its compromises show up in loose terrain like deep mud, sand, or wet clay. The tread is more tightly packed than a pure off-road tire, meaning traction can suffer in more technical or soft conditions. The Dunlop D606 is a 90/10 off-road bias tire that's DOT approved for street use, but clearly built for serious dirt riding. It's a favorite among hardcore dual-sport riders who value traction and performance in technical terrain over road comfort. The aggressive knobby tread pattern digs deep into sand, gravel, and loose dirt. It offers excellent grip when climbing, braking, or maneuvering through rocky and uneven trails. The D606's carcass is strong and durable, built to withstand the abuse of enduro-style off-road adventures. Despite being street legal, the D606 shows its limitations on pavement. It's louder, vibrates more at highway speeds, and offers limited wet road grip. Cornering at high speeds or emergency braking on asphalt can feel vague compared to a more street-oriented tire like the Trailmax Mission. That said, for riders who want maximum off-road traction and only use pavement to get to the next trail, the D606 delivers exceptional performance where it counts most. Comparing the Dunlop Trailmax Mission and the Dunlop D606 is less about which tire is better overall and more about understanding what kind of riding you do and where. These two tires represent very different philosophies in the world of dual sport and adventure motorcycling. One is designed for long-distance mixed-terrain exploration with high mileage expectations, while the other is purpose-built for dominating technical off-road terrain, even if it sacrifices road manners to get there. Let's start with on-road performance, where the Trailmax Mission clearly outperforms the D606. The Mission is a well-rounded 50/50 tire with excellent highway stability and cornering characteristics. Unlike many adventure or dual-sport tires, it feels planted even when fully loaded with panniers or carrying a passenger. It doesn't squirm under lean, tracks straight at speed, and responds predictably in turns. The tire's stiff carcass and tighter tread block layout allow it to behave more like a street tire on asphalt than most dual-sport options. In contrast, the D606 is functional on the road, but that's about it. It's DOT approved, so it's legal to run on pavement, but the ride is loud, harsh, and full of vibration, especially at higher speeds. At highway speeds, the knobs can generate a noticeable hum and slight instability in lean angles. Braking distances on dry pavement are acceptable but less confident than the Trailmax Mission. In the rain, however, the D606 starts to feel sketchy. The open, knobby tread simply isn't optimized for wet asphalt and requires a cautious, measured approach. It's tolerable for short road sections, but not something most riders would want to endure for hours at a time. Now let's shift to off-road performance. where the balance tips sharply in favor of the Dunlop D606. This tire is built for traction in the dirt. The deep, aggressive knobs bite into loose terrain, whether it's sand, gravel, mud, or technical single track. The tall lugs provide excellent forward drive, and the reinforced carcass can handle hard impacts from rocks, roots, and ledges without deforming or puncturing easily. On steep inclines or rocky downhills, the D606 gives riders the kind of traction and control they need to stay upright and confident. It's also well suited for riding in variable terrain, where sudden transitions from hard pack to sand or mud are common. The Trailmax Mission, by comparison, does well in moderate off-road conditions, fire roads, packed dirt trails, light gravel, but starts to struggle in deeper, looser, or more technical terrain. The tread pattern, while aggressive-looking, is more tightly spaced than a true off-road tire. This means it can pack with mud more easily and doesn't dig as effectively in soft terrain. It also lacks the same level of lug depth and sidewall flexibility that hardcore off-road riders often depend on. In ruts or very rocky sections, the Trailmax feels heavier and more reluctant to grip. However, when it comes to durability and tread life, the Trailmax Mission dominates. Riders consistently report 8,000 to 10,000 miles or more from a rear tire, depending on load, riding style, and terrain. This makes it ideal for long-haul ADV riders who need a tire that can handle cross-country trips without wearing out mid-journey. The compound is built to resist chunking and heat damage, making it one of the most durable adventure tires on the market. The D606, on the other hand, wears out significantly faster, especially when used on pavement. Riders often report rear tire life in the range of 2,000 to 3,000 miles, with the front lasting a bit longer. That may be acceptable for dirt-focused riders who change tires frequently, but for commuters or ADV travelers, it could mean more frequent tire changes and higher long-term costs. The D606 simply wasn't built with longevity in mind. It was built to perform in dirt, not to last on pavement. Comfort and noise also highlight the split between the two tires. The Trailmax Mission rides smoother and quieter, especially at higher speeds. While it's not as soft or silent as a street-only tire, it's a clear winner in terms of day-to-day livability. The D606, in contrast, vibrates more, hums loudly at highway speeds, and can make longer pavement stints fatiguing, especially if you're riding a lighter dual-sport motorcycle with less wind and sound protection. Another factor to consider is load handling. The Trailmax Mission is engineered to handle heavier bikes, luggage, and pillion passengers. It has a stiffer carcass and stronger sidewalls, making it ideal for riders touring with gear or doing two-up travel. The D606, while sturdy, is more suited to lighter bikes and solo riders, especially those tackling technical terrain where agility matters more than load capacity. Price and availability also play into the decision. The D606 is typically less expensive up front, which makes it attractive for dirt riders on a budget who don't plan on extensive pavement riding. The Trailmax Mission has a higher price point, but that cost is often offset by its longer life and more balanced performance profile. If your riding consists primarily of off-road exploration, including sand, mud, steep hills, rocks, and technical single-track, and you only use pavement to connect trails or ride to the trailhead, then the Dunlop D606 is the better tire for you. It delivers outstanding off-road traction, tough sidewalls, and the kind of bite you need to stay in control in tough terrain. Just keep in mind the trade-offs: more noise, less comfort, faster wear, and limited pavement grip. However, if you're an adventure rider who covers long distances, spends substantial time on pavement, but still wants a tire that can hold its own on dirt and gravel, then the Dunlop Trailmax Mission is the clear winner. It blends durability, stability, and versatility in a package that's as capable on the highway as it is on moderate trails. For many riders, the ideal solution may even be seasonal or mission-specific tire swapping, running the Trailmax Mission for long-distance touring and switching to the D606 for dedicated off-road trips. Thanks for watching this detailed comparison. If this helped you choose the right tire for your next ride, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more in-depth motorcycle gear reviews, and share your tire experiences in the comments below. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep exploring.